Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make an ice cream van. I've been wanting to make a lot of different kinds of builds recently, and after seeing how much love and support you gave my hot air balloon, it inspired me to build this. If you guys do like this, I'd really appreciate it if you could give the video a like, because it'd really not only help the video out a little bit more, but it'd really show me that you do like things like this, and it'd just inspire me to do some more. Also, let me know what else you'd like to see in a similar vein to this one. Also, check out the card system and the description below. I'll be leaving some interesting videos and playlists in there, but that's more than enough talking. If you want to make the ice cream van, here's what you're going to need. Grab yourself some block of quartz and some quartz stairs. Grab some quartz slabs. You'll need some black wool, some cyan wool. You'll also need some magenta stained clay. Then grab yourself some stone slabs. And you know what, grab yourself some black stained glass and some black stained glass pane as well. And that's all we'll be needing for now. We need loads of materials, so it's kind of difficult to decide which ones we need first, but we'll probably be okay with these. Once you have each one of these, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it on this conveniently placed road here, you're going to want to kick off your ice cream van with a black wool on the floor. Then going left of that black wool, do 6 stone slabs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then place a black wool on the floor next to that 6th slab. Then continue going left by 1 with your slabs. Then looking back at what you've made, you want to go left of this stone slab by 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then looking back at that 4th slab, you then want to go left of this by 1 with your black wool. Then by 6 with your stone slabs, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then a black wool on the ground. Then go left by 2 with your slabs, that's 1, 2. Then, looking back on yourself, you want to take this 2nd slab, go left of it by 4, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then connect back to that original black wool. You'll end up with something that should look like this. And what you can do is you can just completely fill the center of this in with your stone slabs. So just fill the center of this in with stone slabs, because we are going to be doing the inside a little bit as well. Once you've got that taken care of, this is what you want to do next. So come to the front of your ice cream van. That's this end with the 2 overlapping slabs. And on the front 2 corners of your van, place a black wool. In between that black wool, place a row of quartz. What you then want to do is place 2 cyan wool coming out of the back of each one of those black wools, like this. On top of the 2nd cyan wools, place a block of quartz. You then want to place a quartz stairs coming out in front of each one of those quartz. And then a quartz slab coming out in front of each one of those quartz stairs. Then place a row of 3 block of quartz on top of this outer row of block of quartz. You then want to do 2 rows of block of quartz coming back towards the van, like so. What you then want to do is you want to, on top of these back to end block of quartz, you want to stack this sequence of blocks. You want to stack a magenta stained clay, then a block of quartz, then a quartz stairs. You can then connect the quartz stairs together, and then you can extend the quartz stairs towards you with quartz slabs. You then want to take black stained glass paint, and you want to fill in the front of this window that we've formed with black stained glass paint, and there you have a window. We'll be making multiple modifications to the front of the van, but we'll need loads more different materials for that now. But that's the van pretty much in its entirety. You know what, if you actually want to make this a little bit easier on yourself, you can take out your block of quartz, and coming out of the back of this slit of quartz stairs, you want to do 8 rows of block of quartz. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you just want to add all of those rows of block of quartz. So that's rows of 8 block of quartz coming out of that row of quartz stairs, and that'll just provide you with the roof for your ice cream van. So you just want to have something which should look like this. What you now want to do is this. So what we want to do here is, on top of this stone slab that is 1 row away from the front of the van, we want to place a cyan wall, and then we want to, from this cyan wall, add a layer of cyan all the way on top of the outside of the base of the van, like this. So just leaving that gap of 1, we want to have the layer of cyan. Coming all the way back to the side that we started on, we then on top of this layer want to add, starting from this first cyan, a block of quartz. Then coming left, leave a gap of 3, that'll be 1, 2, 3. Then do 3 block of quartz. Then on the back, we can also add a layer of block of quartz. And on the opposite side, we can also add a layer of block of quartz coming all the way across the side. Coming all the way back to the side that we first initially started on, we want to, going left of this magenta stained clay that we have right here, we want to do a black stained glass. Then we want to do a magenta stained clay. Then going left of this, we want to leave our gap of 3, so that'll be 1, 2, 3. We then want to do a row of 3 magenta stained clay. We're now on the back, and we want to do a layer of 3 black stained glass, that's 1, 2, 3. And then on this final side, we want to add a layer of magenta stained clay coming all the way to the front, but leaving a gap of 1, because in this gap, we want to place a black stained glass, like this. Now coming all the way to the front once again, we want to, starting from on top of this black stained glass that we first initially placed, want to place another glass. We then want to place a row of block of quartz coming all the way across this front side of the van. We then on the back here want to place a row of 3 black stained glass, that's 1, 2, 3. Then on this opposite side, we want to have a layer of block of quartz coming all the way to the front, where we just want to place a black stained glass on top of that first initial black stained glass. And we'll end up with something that should look like this on this opposite side, this on the back, and this on the front side. Once you've got that taken care of, this is what you want to do next. So what can we do here? We can get rid of all of our materials because we don't need them. Grab some oakwood slabs and some quartz slabs. You'll also need some birchwood stairs and some quartz stairs. Also grab yourself some birchwood planks and grab some purple wool, some magenta wool, and some pink wool. What you want to do first of all is add a little stair coming into the van. So where we have this 2-block gap here with the glass on top of it, just place a quartz stair so you can actually get into the van. Place a row of 3 oakwood slabs underneath this empty window on the front of the van, and place a row of 3 quartz slabs above that empty window on the front of the van. We then, coming all the way up to the top of the van and on the front of the van, we want to locate the first front center block of quartz that we have for the roof of the van, which is this one here. We want to move 1 block backwards, and on top of this block we actually want to have, and this is difficult to do without another block, an upside down birchwood stairs facing us. Behind that stair we want to have a birchwood plank, and behind that we want to have a regular facing birchwood stair. Then on top of the plank you want to have another regular facing birchwood stair, and then in between these 2 stairs we want to have a magenta wall. To the right and above that magenta wall place a purple, and in between these 2 purple place a pink. That is the ice cream cone on top of the van. Perfect. What we can now do is we can actually get rid of these materials because we don't need them, and grab yourself some buttons, grab yourself some ladders, grab item frames, white wool and orange wool, and we will also need some signs as well. On the outer parts of each one of the 4 wheels, place buttons, and whilst we're at the back, place a row of 3 signs at the very back base of the van. So behind these 3 back base slabs, place signs. Continuing on, we want to place buttons on the outer parts of the wheels, and we also want to place 3 signs right at the base front of the van. Those are just like license plates. What we then want to do is, right at the front of the van, we want to have ladders. These are supposed to represent the grille of the van. And then we want to have item frames on the front and outer parts of the black walls that we have on the front 2 corners of the van. In the front item frames, place white wool. In the side item frames, place orange wool. There we go. We've now made the van look significantly better with very little work. What we can now do is the inside the van, which is relatively easy. So for this we'll need some block of quartz first of all. We'll then want to grab some stone brick stairs. We'll also need levers or levers, whatever you want to call them. We need some item frames. We'll also want to grab, I always have difficulty finding these, you want to grab a music disc STAL C418, and we'll just grab these for now. Coming to the inside part of the van, we want to smash these 3 blocks of quartz that we have there, kind of just interrupting things. I don't know why I placed those. And we want to fill the gap in here that we have just underneath the window. Then, in front of this left-hand block of quartz that we just placed, we want to place 2 blocks of quartz coming out of the back of that. We want to place a stone brick stairs on top of that second quartz, and we want to place a stone brick stair coming out of the side of that first quartz. We want to place a lever above that stairs, and we want to place an item frame and a music disc to the left of that lever. And that's just kind of like the seating area for the ice cream van. If you wanted to, you could form it into like a proper chair looking thing like this, and that might look a little bit better to you. It's kind of up to you. You can even use, if you wanted to, you could use some oak wood planks instead if you think that that might fit in a little bit more as a seat. Up to you once again. Once you've got that taken care of, we can now take care of the rest of the van. So the rest of the van's actually quite easy. For this, all we need is some polished andesite, some block of quartz. We need some stone brick stairs. We'll also need some levers or levers, whatever you want to call them. And we need a variety of walls. So I'm just going to be sticking to pink, purple, and magenta. Right at the back of the van here, I'm just going to have, in this order, I just want andesite, quartz, andesite. Then coming across the opposite side of the van towards the front of the van, I want to have quartz, 2 andesite, quartz, andesite. And on top of these 2 andesite next to each other, I want to place levers on the wall. Then above those, I want to place upside down stone bricks. And then on each one of the andesites and quartz and stuff, just have a variety of different coloured carpets. And that's it. That's ice cream. That's kind of like the machine that you'd use to pull the ice cream. We have the driver's thing, and if you want to make it a little bit more realistic, you could also add some jukeboxes, which would just be speakers in the back of the van. Just so, you know, you usually have music playing in ice cream vans. You could even place them right in the back corners as well, and that just represents the music that you would hear coming from the van. And that's the ice cream van, guys. If you want to light it up a little bit, you could as well, but that's pretty much it. Hopefully, you guys like this tutorial. Hopefully, you'll like the van. If you do, if you've managed to make it, please remember to give this video a like, a favourite, a share, anything you'd feel like doing to help me out. I'd really, really appreciate. Subscribe if you haven't already. We do plenty of things around here. Not only do we make things like ice cream vans, but we make everything you can see in the background. We make like Black Panther statues, Iron Man verse, Captain America, there's a hot air balloon in the background, there's a barn, there's Mushroom House, there's a castle, there's all sorts hanging around in this world, and we do it all on this channel. So check out the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, check out the card system and the description below, because you'll find loads of playlists and videos linked in there. Comment down below, do you like this? Do you want to see more like this? Do you have different ideas for different kinds of builds, especially if they're vehicle related and builds of this nature? Just builds that you wouldn't think that I'd be interested in, but here we are. Thank you very much for watching. Like, favourite, share if you wouldn't mind. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. Check out the card system. I'll see you in the next video.